Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Our mission here at the garage is to save you guys as much money as we can. That's why we make these absolutely free videos guys. Let's go ahead and start on it now. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel guys. Today we will show you how to remove and replace transmission conductor plate on Mercedes W163 ML class from 98 all the way into 2005 guys. That's a very common problem, not only on that Mercedes, on other ones as well. They share the same transmission, 722 I think they call it. And it's a weak spot. If your car gets stuck in gear or it's in limp mode, it's very likely that it's the conductor plate that you can buy for less than $100. Stay with us and we'll show you how to do the repair yourself. So guys, some Mercedes vehicles have a drain plug, some do not. So okay, right here now, this one does not have a drain plug on the transmission oil pan. So now with a T30, we're barely going to get some bolts loose. Okay, this one is pretty tight, so we will probably have to get the ratchet. Okay, we'll get them loose by hand and then we can use the little impact, save us time. And if you have a drain plug, it's really convenient because you can drain it and you don't have to have a big mess guys. It'll be a dirty job, put dirty clothes. We recommend using gloves too. Okay, let's go ahead, get them loose now. And what we're planning on doing, get it loose only on one side so we can drain the oil that way. And we will be able to make less of a mess, if that's possible, I don't know. Okay, one is out. You can see that's how they go in. There is 6 bolts usually. Some might differ a little bit, but okay, so you can see it already started leaking some on this side. That's the plan. Okay, more now. So we have a clean container here to catch the oil now. Okay, now that will be big mess here. You can see we were just asking for it. Okay, staying a little bit out of the way so I don't get so dirty, or at least try not to get the camera dirty so we can make more helpful videos. Okay, well, we dropped one in the oil, we'll pick it up later. Okay, we have only one bolt holding now, but we want it to go down a little bit so we can drain it that way. Okay, we got it out now. Okay, so we're going to leave that container there because more oil will leak out from the valve body now. And that's where the filter is guys, so that will be the time to replace your filter as well. Okay, right there now. You just pull it out. And now the wires are right here guys, and usually you turn, okay, you turn, let me see if I can get it from this side. It's really inconvenient. Okay, right there, I think it's counterclockwise to get them loose. And once you get them loose, you turn that yellowish white thing, you'll be able to pull the wires out. Okay, but sometimes they do get stuck, I'll be honest with you. Not as easy as it seems sometimes. This one seems like it hasn't been removed for a while. Alright guys, right there we got it loose. So, cable should come out. You just pull them straight, don't twist them. Okay, once you get the thing loose. Okay, you can see. And some might have a heat plate there with one 8mm bolt. Some vehicles are different, some people don't install them. This one didn't have one. And now that's the plug there, okay, that I'm trying to video. And we're going to use a 7mm socket with extension, and there is a bolt in the middle there, okay, that we will need to go ahead and remove now. Okay, it's hard to get to, so all we have to do, just get that bolt loose all the way. Okay, you can spin it by hand once you get it loose, not complicated at all, it's just a little bit narrow on there. We'll need to remove that bolt now. Okay, and once you, the bolt will stay there, you won't be able to pull the bolt out. What you need to do now, that thing is stuck there, as you can see. Let me get a good angle again. So we need to get you need to grab it with your hand really strong, or you need to get a little bit of a screwdriver and help it bite, or a prying tool, but very careful not to break it, and you need to go straight towards the front. Do not twist left or right, because there is metal pins that are contacting inside. Okay, so that's a piece, guys. We're gonna show you another valve body that we have, so we have an idea how to pull it out. Okay, it goes in one angle, okay, like that. You cannot twist it, just pull straight out. This is the seal that's holding really tight. This is the little bolt. Okay, that's what it looks like here. So we just went ahead and removed it now. Okay, let me show you now here. Okay, we pull that plastic ring out of it. We'll install it later, and with a small screwdriver we're just going to pry on it a little bit so we can get it out. Just again, be careful not to break that thing. Okay, got it out right there. So yeah, it's out of the way now. So now we need to remove the valve body. Okay, so we need to go start on it with a T30. There is a few bolts that we'll need to remove. Make sure you don't drop those. Okay, you can see you have that one there. Okay, we're gonna get it out of there now, out of the glide. Okay, oil flying everywhere. And you need to be holding it when you remove the last bolt, because this thing is heavy. I mean, not too heavy, but you don't want that thing to drop on your head. Okay, almost getting there. You'll be leaking more oil now. Okay, you can see like that. So last bolt now, we're going to go ahead and remove it after it drains. Okay, so last bolt out. Okay, the valve body is out now. Okay, we removed the valve body assembly. Okay, with the conductor plate. Now with the T30, we're going to remove the plates that hold and the balls that hold the solenoid. You need to remove and put them in exactly the same order that you remove them. It's the time to make sure they're clean. All the seals are good, especially when you remove them, guys. Check all the seals, that they're not cracked, that they're still pretty good. Okay, so we're gonna get those now. Okay, and just one more here. So we have them on that cardboard here. Make sure you don't contaminate them, you don't get them dirty. And now you can just go ahead and pull the, okay, you can see the conductor plate out of there. Okay guys, we have a conductor plate from a parts car that we know it's good, but we recommend buying a new one. So you can just go ahead now, install the used one that you have, or a new one, whatever it is. Just get a new one, we recommend it. We have many videos, guys, on that ML, W163 also on our main channel, World Mechanics. Check it out, guys. We have crazy amount of videos there as well. We have owned one for over 7 years, and since then we probably went through at least 10 Mercedes ML class. Okay, so we're going to install the solenoids. Make sure you install them exactly the same way that we took those apart. Okay, everything should match, so don't get those mixed. Okay, this one now, last one right here. Okay, and we need to get the bolts tight now. Okay, right here. Easier to just remove the whole valve cover, whole valve body, and just do it outside. All you have to do, guys, you will need to install the valve body, put the pan, fill it up, guys. Make sure you check the level when it's warm transmission as well. You might have to buy a dipstick if you don't have one, because usually those vehicles do not come with one, but on eBay, Amazon, they have them really inexpensive. So that will be the whole procedure. So guys, hopefully the video was helpful. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to let us know. Now check out our YouTube channels, guys. We have more than 19,000 free repair videos that can save you thousands of dollars in future repairs. That's why we make these absolutely free videos. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching. See you guys next time.